Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Noles will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Stanford's offense will go to work first. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. Football, and then when the defense decides to double cover and take them away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big to me.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he's a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
On the ground, it's Flowers. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. So Florida State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Seminoles just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll run the option. Now the toss.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
It's complete to the left. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Snags it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. From the 1, it's first and goal as they try to open the scoring here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for blockers.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
Coming out on first down with the play fake.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Here's a heat. Moving away from pressure. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Rides the back on the option to give. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times... So fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Cardinal. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Got his man. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. on the direct snap. It's Frazier. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
At the 34. Now, fourth down.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the catch. It's Hodge. Backed up now, here's second and long. It's a draw. Running to Green. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
I think sometimes got to have a bit more awareness of where you are in the field. You got to feel yourself getting close to the boundary, and you got to settle down. That guy looked like he was a little bit out of control, and as a result, that throw took him out of bounds for no gain.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Here on third down. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Fires into the end zone. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the try is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Rush is on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll go to the ground. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air. It's Sperry. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Sends it back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted. Through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
We don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Into the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Stanford!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. On his feet at the 40. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Seminoles are marching down the field. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. He's got him in the flat. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Randolph. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. A run for the quarterback.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking left. Got his man downfield. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Flowers. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Hodge. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pressure coming. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments.
On the run from inside his own 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Breaks into the open. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. The Noles have this offense rolling. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. After the run, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hawkins. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Touchdown, Noles! And that one will give them the lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
And we have a winner between Ohio State and Illinois. Who's taking home the Illibuck? Let's find out. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking for a man. It's Berry. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Going to try to get it himself. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Hawkins. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. It's incomplete, trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
The give on the option. There he goes. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires left. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the Dome. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling the quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Despite coming up short on the previous 2 4th down attempts, this offense will try it here again. Fakes to grab. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Great place to start for this offense. Off play action on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spin it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The play-action fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hawkins. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stance of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll run it to the right. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Sperry. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing out-breaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got to be right there, and you just didn't see it on that play.
Under fire! And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That brings them to within 1.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Power football with the run. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 4th down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The give to the back. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Fakes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Reads it, fires complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in it, so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
And the Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to look downfield again. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Makes the catch. It's Buck. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. He picks up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hawkins. Turning it off. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Here comes the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Florida State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the 2, and the lead stays at 5. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. It'll be a draw. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The screen, and watch out. Hard-hitting tackle.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're working that left side. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Dropping back, it's Berry. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And the offense just going to spike it here. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago to get the sack. This time they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch him off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. He caught it. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. The Seminoles trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Berry. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people.